Callahan reporting for duty. Get out of the road, hammerhead. Fuel spill. Fuel spill, Deer Park Avenue. Where's the hot mop? We got a hot mop around here? I got paper towels from Teabag Adventures. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I don't got time for this. I hope somebody throws a match. Alright, here we go. I'll go down there and flip a cigarette out the window. How about that? I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I for some reason, I can't learn a lesson in life. From this time forward, Mark, I swear on my prostate, I am never going to another estate sale again. You understand? So I'm looking through Craigslist, and I see. You got to understand something. This is the horror of this time of year. You get it? I have to regulate myself to going to estate sales. I'm panning through Craigslist. I'm laying in bed. I wake up in the morning. I'm panning through Craigslist. Something that I already hate doing. I see this estate sale. And my eyebrows raise when I see this out of focus picture of a Kenwood. I can tell it's a Kenwood. I know the style receiver. 1970s Kenwood receiver. I said, oh. I said, that's it. This is my sale. Sales at 9:30. I get there at 9 o'clock. You gotta understand something with estate sales. As soon as I pull up, there's 10 people online outside. Because estate sales 9:30, it's 9:30 sharp. Actually, it's not 9:30 sharp, and you'll find out why. So I'm there at 9 o'clock. I got a nice pack and spat. I got my son in the back. I'm itching to get on this line, but it's freezing cold outside, and I'm not exposing my son to subarctic conditions to sit on some fucking Looney Tune estate sale line. So I'm like, now I'm sitting there like tapping on the dashboard, waiting for you understand when you, this was like the longest half hour of my life. It felt like 24 hours. I'm sitting there tapping my fingers, come on. I'm like, 9:25, I'll go out there. 9:25. Sitting there, I'm watching all the people pile onto this line. Only about 5 more people get on the line. Finally, 9:25 comes, we're sitting outside. Get on the line. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. Estate sale people are the lowest of the fucking low trash. Alright? They sit there, they talk. You got to hear these people talk. I have to record it. Huh. I found a gold pair of earrings last week. I sold it for $1,000. Like this guy. I got this remote control car. Yeah. I put it on eBay. $400. Everybody made more money than the next guy! It's just a bunch of loser bottom feeders. I'm one of them! But I have the decency to keep my mouth shut! The one guy sitting there, it's like 20. It's got to be 26 degrees with the wind whipping, and he's sitting there with boat shoes and no socks on. This is kind of the people we're dealing with here. Okay. So now, do you think they're going to start the sale at 9:30 sharp? Everybody's sitting there basically in hypothermic state, sitting outside the door. You think they're going to open the door at 9:30? No, they open the door at 9:45 already. Well, I was ready. Oh my God! So what do you think happens? All right, these filthy, desperate animals. These are the filthy, desperate animals that you're dealing with. As soon as the doors open, they start squeezing through the door. The door frame looks like it was bowing out as they hurtle through the door like a bunch of pigs going into the pen. But here was my strategy. When I'm sitting in my car for the half hour waiting to get online, I'm poring over the photographs of this estate sale, and I noticed this Kenwood, this picture, this blurry picture. I noticed the floors are like tile floors, but they're like cracked and dirty, like you could see. I said, oh my God, this is the basement. I said, this is my angle. So when all the slobs push through the door, I immediately see the woman in charge, and I said, excuse me, where's the basement? She goes, downstairs to the left. So we're all piling in. All these loons start going right, because that's where the living room is and all the other rooms. And then once she says to the left, I start going left. Now I'm carrying my son, because naturally my son doesn't want to be standing, for 3 hours out in front of an estate sale. I'm carrying my son. A guy overhears that I asked that question, and as soon as the lady said left, he jumps in front of me. He basically shoves me out of the way and starts trampling down the stairs like a fucking rhinoceros. So I'm like, this motherfucker. And as soon as I start walking down the stairs, you walk downstairs and you can't see the basement because there's a wall here, but the wall is cut off, and there's a banister. As soon as I get my eye level with where I'm about to see the basement, I hear, how much for the receiver? I take one more step down, and this fucking Gavone is holding my receiver. Now I'm fucking boiling. But I say, okay, this is the way it's got to be. They got a stack of records down there. I just start piddling through the records, and I'm listening now. The lady, he goes, how much for the receiver? The lady goes, $150. So I kind of cooled down. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's not meant to be. This lady wants $150 for this piece of shit. It was a $200 receiver tops. So the guy goes, oh, come on. He goes, I'll give you $80 for it. Come on, look, it's old. I don't even know if it works. So Papa, he's a big fucking loudmouth, right? So I said, I already know what this guy's trying to pull. I said, now I'm going to fuck up his day. So the lady's like, and she's like, like she's sitting there like wishy-washy. So I know where this is going to go. She's going to break. So I go, I'll give you $110 for it. And the guy looks at me. Yeah, baby. The guy looks at me. He looks at me and he goes, I'll give you $125. And the lady was like, okay. Go fuck yourself, asshole. He would have got it for $80. I know the vibration of the negotiation. And he would have got it for $80. But fuck him, now he paid $110. And I would have paid the $110 just to ruin his fucking day. Because this rube was sitting on the line 45 minutes ahead of everybody. He couldn't, he was bragging about that. I got here at 8:15. Yeah, you're a fucking asshole. Congratulations. Now go pay $110 for a fucking $200 receiver that you're going to have to ship on eBay for another $50, you cocksucker. Fuck you. Street justice! Get out of my country! I'm getting too old for this. I'm telling you right now. I'm getting so old I forgot the theme song. There we go. The little boy who was living like. Come on. Cash, Robin Hood. Cash. Come on. Come on. GT undercover. You son of a bitch!
And he gave him a slap.
Did he know the little boy in the trap?
Why you hit me? The bell was sent straight for the competition.
Slick Rick, baby!
All the years supposed to
Get out of here, damn it! So as we were thumbing through those records, you know something? I passed by 2 records and I said, am I really going to do this? And I said to the lady, I said, how much for the records? And she said $1 a piece. And I said, yeah, I'm going to do this because I'm curious. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. How do I feel about the Beatles? You know something? The Beatles are like, you hear so much about it. Greatest rock band of all time, biggest influence of all time, ba 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 ba. Radio, TV commercials, Beatles this, Beatles that, Beatles this, baby boomers, Beatles. That's all you hear is Beatles. I grew up listening to the Beatles, okay? My mother had the Beatles albums. Then I got the Beatles albums. Then on my little record player, I had the Beatles albums. Not all of them. I had the White Album. I love the White Album. I love Abbey Road. I love Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. You understand? But moving forward, I said to myself, boy, you know something? I never really listened to the Beatles. You understand? Like sat down on a nice stereo and listened to the Beatles. Because what were they known for? They were known for their recording technique, right? I don't know. A friend of mine used to tell me, well, the Beatles, they mix all their music down into 4-track mixer. And I was like, what? I don't know if that's true or not. But I said, let me see what's going on here. So here we go. We picked up Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And the other day I was piddling around downstairs and I started listening to this album. And I gotta tell you right now, if you got a record player and you got a joint the size of a wiffle ball bat, it's time to party. No, I put it on, and the thing that shocks me now about listening to the Beatles is Ringo Starr. Everything about the way this man plays the drums. I'm going to tell you something right now. When I was coming up as a drummer, you had to be the technical drummer, right? Yes. Well, I didn't want to know from you. But when you listen to the feel this man has on the drums, the way the drums are tuned. Okay? And I'm going to direct us to one particular song here. Okay? And that is A Day in the Life. Yeah. I don't have I know, there's a million songs we can listen to. But the way Ringo Starr has these tom-toms tuned on that old, 4-ply maple Ludwig kit. And he has this ride cymbal. I'd kill a homeless guy for this ride cymbal. I know I've said that before. But you know what? Maybe a guy in a wheelchair. Just off him, you know? Maybe push somebody off a cliff, like if you're on a hiking trip. I don't know. I want this ride cymbal. Because for some reason when he hits it, it's like once it's hit, you don't even hear it, and then it just, like a wave, you hear the cymbal. This is the greatest ride cymbal of all time. What is it, a zillion K? I don't know. But the interesting thing about this song, who wrote the songs? McCartney and Lennon, right? McCartney and Lennon. And what you need to understand about the Beatles is John Lennon was kind of like the he was the, how are you gonna say this? The macabre one. Is it macabre the right word? I don't know. Kind of depressed, kind of bluesy, right? John Lennon. And then Paul McCartney was like, he was like a little bird, you know, like chirping. Even his motions on stage and his singing was gleeful and happy and so like happy spirited. You know what I'm saying? This type. So these two getting together, such an interesting combination, and they utilized it on this song. The song is eerie. You understand? It's very eerie and very I don't know. It grabs something. And then you hear these drums. You hear Ringo come in with these drums, these lazy fills, and oh shit. Here we go. Yeah, the guy was probably swerving out of the way of the fuel spill. Unbelievable. So here we are. I mean, let's get to it. And then I don't care what you say. You got what? George Harrison on the maracas? And I swear to God, I hear banjo in this song. There's no banjo accredited in this song. Somebody's playing the fucking banjo. And I love when rock songs incorporate a banjo, right? Like She's So Bad, Tom Petty, or the Eagles. What was that song with the Take It Easy? You know how they flip the banjo in there? Because the banjo changes the whole time signature of the song. Huh, what? Oh, what was the other thing? The other song, when they Sister Golden Hair Surprise, when they throw the banjo in there, it's like, yes, give me more banjo. I'm sorry, there's a banjo in this song. Is there? I don't know. Let's go, Pioneer. Let's go. Oh, the legacy. It's even more of a legacy when you plug it in. Yeah, playing the Beatles, that won't get me a copyright strike, will it? Alright, here we go. Oh, and we're in. Here we go. The song is haunting. Do you understand? I remember being in a parking lot, sitting in my '77 Thunderbird, listening to the radio in the snow in the dark, and this song came on, and I remember it feeling haunting. Sure we don't have any problems here.
I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. The news was right.
Now, we all know about the orchestra swell here, which is, believe it or not, I protest that part of the song. I'm sorry. It's not my favorite part. And I protest this record player. Damn it! I lost my train of thought. Yes, but that was the John Lennon section, right? And then in comes the Paul McCartney section.
Woke up, got out of bed, dragged a comb across my head. Found my way downstairs and drank a cup. Looking up, I noticed I was late. Found my coat and grabbed my hat. Made the bus in seconds flat. Found my way upstairs and had a smoke. And somebody spoke and I went into a dream.
It's right about that time that you do the bong hit. All right, listen, guys, come on. Treat yourself to a little Sgt. Pepper. If you have a record player, treat yourself and just listen to how it's recorded. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. There's a reason why. These guys are who they are. Okay? So here we go. Not only did we find a copy of Sgt. Pepper, but we found a beautiful copy of Abbey Road. Now, we're talking about songs like Come Together, Something, something in the way she moves, Here Comes the Sun, blah, 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 You Never Give Me Your Money, blah, 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 blah. But do we ever talk about She Came In Through the Bathroom Window? No, we don't. So we're going to right now. Oh my God, what a treasure of a song. Yes, clean record. Look at how clean. Okay. Yes, or the Sun King. Oh, please, the Sun King. You ready for this? I got news for you. As soon as I retire and I roll my first joint, this is what I'm going to listen to. Listen to how this is recorded, by the way. Okay, here it comes. This is recorded so beautifully. It truly is. Problems? No more. I mean, what? Stress Relief 101! Alright, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for She Came In Through the Bathroom Door. This is where the songs get close together. Hold on a second here. Through the bathroom window, rather. Is this it? Okay, yes. Ringo Starr on the drums, people.
Came in through the bathroom window, protected by a silver spoon. But now she sucks her thumb and wonders by the banks of her own lagoon. Didn't anybody tell her? Didn't anybody see? Sundays on the phone to Monday, Tuesdays on the phone to me. She said she'd always been a dancer. She worked at 15 clubs a day. And though she thought I
You hear those rim shots?
well, I knew what I could not say, and so I quit the police department.
That rhythm section, baby. Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr.
And though she tried her best to help me, she could steal, but she could not rob. Didn't anybody tell her?
Oh, come on. This is why we have modern rock and roll. Give me a break. Give me a break. Sip of coffee. Ringo Starr, Paul McCartney. And my microphone fucking me tender. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so that was the estate sale. Moving right along, we head out to the thrift stores again. Now, we made out, as far as I'm concerned, we made out at the thrift stores the other day. Oh my God, I was so excited about that I decided to go on my very next day off. And what did we run into while we were there? This is an album that I've been looking for a long time, and there's a reason for it. Oh, here we go. And it's Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Takis. Number one, that album cover. Oh, it doesn't get any better, baby. Come on. Armadillo Tank. Anybody? I'm in. Now you gotta understand something. I worked with a guy who came to my job and started working in my department. He was a house builder. And he got this as like a retirement job. He's in his 50s or whatnot. So we started working together, and one time they had a piano road show in the place. People come in, this guy would set up all these pianos. Oh, it was great. They were like Yamaha pianos, $25,000 pianos, and I used to watch people ram their shopping carts into them. Swear to God. Like, people are just like, I don't know. So bad. Anyhow, I remember I went up to the guy. He was tuning the piano. And I went up to one of the pianos and I started tapping on it, playing. I don't know how to play piano, but I was just listening to it. And he comes over like the salesman that he was, and he goes, oh, so you tickle the ivories? And I said to him, yeah, I jerk off all the time. Anyway, he looked at me. Swear to God, he looked at me. He was like, I thought that was so clever. He didn't. Anyhow, what was I saying? Next thing you know, Richie comes over. Now, Richie, you got to understand something. He looks like the carpenter of carpenters. He's got the flannel shirt on, the Red Wing work boots. He's got the hands that look like, he can pound nails into wood barehanded. You understand? And he walks up to the piano and he starts playing. and playing beautifully. And he's playing classical music, and he's playing rock music, and he's playing something on this album. And I'm like, Rich, I didn't know you could play piano. He's like, yeah. And he used to talk he had a lot of stories, so I wasn't really sure if they were BS or not. And he goes, I got a grand piano in my house. And I'm like, grand piano? I'm trying to picture this, like, this carpenter guy, taking off his carpenter's belt and then playing grand piano. I couldn't believe it. And then I went over his house one day, and sure enough, he had a grand piano in his house. A white one. It was like a $20,000 piano. I was like, wow, this is outrageous. And his thing was he loved Keith Emerson. And I never listened to Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm listening to Iron Maiden. I'm listening to Led Zeppelin. I don't have time for Emerson, Lake and Palmer. But since he kept on playing this over and over, he would talk about Tarkus. And then finally, I wound up, going online and listening to Emerson, Lake and Palmer is one of those bands. This is a prog band, right? Progressive rock. One song melts into another, so like the whole, I just call the song Tarkus. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't even tell when one song ends and the other song begins. So I just call it Tarkus. I would listen to Tarkus over and over and over again. And then I watch this video of this young woman named Jennifer Flowers. She's blind. She's like, I don't know. She's like retarded. But she would play all of Keith Emerson's keyboarding, right? And Keith Emerson is considered maybe the greatest keyboardist of all time in rock and roll. No, him and Rick Wakeman, right? From Yes, that was the big competition. You got your Keith Emerson guys, you got your Rick Wakeman guys. We get it. But Keith Emerson would play that Moog, right? The mini Moog? No, the Moog, the full size Moog. Anyhow, Jennifer Flowers would play on her like mother's church organ. She would play Tarkus. And it caught on so viral that Keith Emerson actually invited her to his home to play his Moog, and she did. She rocked it. She rocked it to the point where Keith Emerson said that he changed the song that he would play live, adding touches that she added to the song. Yes. Can you imagine? This beautiful young woman, what an outrageous talent. It makes you really think about a higher power when you see something like this. It's absolutely outrageous, yes. So I grew to love Tarkus. So we'll play a little bit of this, right? We'll just drop the needle, because that's really all you have to do. And Tarkus through the Pioneer! Tarkus! Alright, here we go. Guys, kaboom! No EQ? No EQ. I mean, it goes on and on. It goes on and on. It's really a treat for the ears. Where we want to head is right here. Okay. Here we go. Who is it? Who's the drummer? Carl Palmer? I don't know. Here we go. Give it to me. These guys. I mean, come on. There was a game plan. There was a rough game plan when they went in the studio, but come on. I mean, just drop the needle, guys. Just drop the needle, and you're talking about the top-notch musicians and musicianship. Just drop the needle. Let's drop the needle. What are we talking about here? Drop the needle! All right. Yes. I remember I went over his house and he stunned me because he pulled out an Emerson, Lake and Palmer jacket that he had painted. Oh my God. You know something? I wanted that jacket so bad, but I did. What am I going to say? Can I have your jacket from childhood? He had this, a denim jacket, and it had tassels on it. It had tassels on it, and on the back it had the Tarkus Armadillo tank painted on the back. Oh, come on. That's so cool. So cool. Anyhow, here we go. Now, as I'm thumbing through the records, this is nearly impossible. You understand we're in a thrift store? I never want anything in a thrift store. But we're thumbing through the records, and what do I see? I see one of the big three. What are you talking about? One of the big three, Paul Verhoeven, right? RoboCop, Starship Troopers, and Total Recall on Laserdisc. That's all I need. I need RoboCop, Starship Troopers, and Total Recall, and I'm done! And we got some other Laserdiscs here, but we're bringing down picture. This is what we're going to do on Laserdiscs. We're going to pop the Laserdisc in, we're going to pop it on side 2, and just see where it's at. Picture time. gotta. Here we go. We're Pioneer. Oh yeah. Pioneer on. Open player. Total Recall. Look at this. Oh baby. This is it. Oh shit. Okay. Move you over. Oh, this is exciting. Unplug this. Plug this in. Okay. Okay, this is exciting. We got the tray open. Here we go. We'll Pioneer Laserdisc into Pioneer receiver. We got full stereo audio here. Here we go. It's movie time, guys. Let's see where we are. Oh, this on. Here we go. Here we go. Auxiliary. Oh, we're in. Play. Oh, yes. This is her. Ow!
Bitch. You're alive. I thought the Cohagen tortured you to death.
I guess he didn't.
And you couldn't get me a message? You never even wondered what happened to me?
It's all about you, honey, isn't it? Where's the bitch with the 3 tits?
Melina. Melina.
Oh, Melina, you're hot. Yeah, baby.
I don't remember you.
What are you talking about?
I don't remember you. I don't remember us.
All right,
I didn't
stop
even
your
remember
bullshit
me.
stories. All right, there you go. Total Recall, baby. Total Recall. So moving along, we picked up as well Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Yes. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Is there anybody out there that doesn't have fond memories of Terminator 2? It's almost like when you talk about 9/11. Where were you when 9/11 happened? I was at work. I was driving in my car. I was at home making breakfast. Yeah, it's like, where were you when you watched Terminator 2? I remember. I was with my buddy Georgie, watching it in the basement with his father. Yeah. You want to do a side 2 on Terminator 2? Why not, right? We'll do a side 3 on it. Come on, baby. Gee, I wonder if we're going to get a copyright strike today. Oh, yeah.
Damn. You are right.
$110 million budget. That was unheard of at the time.
You hurt?
You know what always bothered me about this part? When the truck breaks open.
Come on.
You think nothing came spilling out. Ah, good. All right, you're out of here. What are you gonna do? So here we go. It's Total Recall. It's Terminator 2, And then my jaw hit the ground when I saw Dirty Harry, one of my favorite movies of all time. Oh, yeah. The bad guy in Dirty Harry might be the greatest villain character in a movie. Can you think of a better villain? Have you watched it? This guy is the real deal. And I got news for you. In Batman, the 80s Batman movie with Jack Nicholson, the scene where he gets beat up and he's wait till they get a load of me, that's directly from this movie. Look, it's sealed! It's sealed! It's never been opened! I don't know whether to open it. I'm opening it! Look at this! Yes. Inspector Callahan, San Francisco PD, baby. Stuck in a world of political correctness. Here we go. Oh, it's brand new. Look, a brand new Laserdisc. Side 2, Dirty Harry. Here we go. To this day, my favorite part of the movie might be when he's driving along with his partner and he says to the guy out the window, "Get out of the road, hammerhead." This just cracks me up. Look at that, brand new. It's brand new. Side 2, let's go. By the way, I'll have you know that all of these discs were $5.99, but I put the records on top, and they gave it to me all for $1 each. Oh, here we go. I put the Tarkus record on top, and they thought they were all records. This might be the scene! No. Oh, perfect. This is where the guys try to mug him. Ready for this? Keep moving, asshole.
What's in the bag, man? You dudes get lost now, you hear? Screw the bag. Yeah, just give us the wallet now. You don't listen, do you, asshole?
Inspector Callahan, baby! I wish we could skip. Hold on a second here. Oh, this is where he meets the kid. And the kid's like, "If you're a vice, I'll kill myself."
Callahan.
My friends call me Alice. And I will take a dare. Well, Alice, when was the last time you were busted? If you're a vice, I'll kill myself. Well, do it at home.
Harry Callahan, buddy. Now you listen to me. You just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. And you better believe that. With a 4K face! We'll see you next time.